Welcome back, APCSA students. All right, this is Pixlab section A5, so let's get right to it. Okay, so in this one, we're actually going to start modifying the picture. Yay! All that's set up. Now we're going to start grabbing pixels and changing RGB values in them. So this beginning part, we're in section A5 of the student guide. This beginning part, a lot of this you can ignore. We'll get into a little bit of these UMLs in the inheritance unit, but a lot of this that was in the picture lab helped with understanding interfaces as well, and interfaces have been removed. And so a lot of this description and this UML is focusing on this digital picture interface and whether these are valid statements or not, and this all has to do with interfaces. So here it's an interface. So this is highlighted from before, from last year when it was required and when we needed to talk about it, but we get to skip through all this. This should look familiar. I've shown you this in class before, but we get to skip through all this and get right to the fun stuff. So we're going to go all the way down here somewhere. Blah, 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 blah. The following code is the main method from the picture class. Okay. Open picture tester. We're going to do that. Let's go. I'm going to leave this int array worker. And so basically what's going to be happening here is this int array worker that you worked on in A4. If you notice, this was a two-dimensional array of integers, right, that we were working with, and we were just putting integers in. Well, we are going to see now a 2D array of pixels. So I needed to get the name again. Picture tester, picture tester, picture tester. Here it is. Picture tester. And then what did it say to do? Did it just say to run it? You should get the same results as running the main in picture. So we're going to run this. And I think we see that beach picture again. We do. But you should see a beach picture, and then you should see this, where pixels have been altered. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, so let me go back and read the words just as soon as it says class name is blah, uncomment to test any of the methods. So I guess it's like focusing on this. So let's go look at method 0 blue. Okay, let's go look at the programs and then we'll come back here to the student guide. So at this point, you are going to be working with picture and picture tester. So I'm going to open picture as well. And they're going to kind of work together the same way int array worker and int array worker tester worked, right? You're writing the methods in int array worker, and then in int array worker tester, you had methods that called the methods that you wrote in int array worker. It's going to be the same between these two. So you can adjust and do variations if you feel confident enough with the programming to do things a little differently, but this is the basic layout. So picture tester was what we ran to get this yellowed out picture, right? And so if we look here, go find that main method, right? This main method has a lot of things commented out. The one thing that's not commented out is test 0 blue. So let's go find the test 0 blue. Because it's not called with anything in front of it, I know that method is in this class. So again, I'm in the tester. So let's go look at test 0 blue. There it is, test 0 blue. So it creates a picture object of the beach, and then when it says beach explore, we get the picture of the regular beach. Then, now this beach here is not, I mean, it is connected to this, but it's this beach picture object that we made. So then when I take that object and I say zero out the blue, it calls this 0 blue method, and then it displays it again. So explore 0 blue and the constructor are all in the picture class, right? This is a picture object we create, and then we do the object and the method. So they're all in here. So if you come in here, don't worry about the extends. Here's public picture. Here's our constructor, and here's a picture object. And this is stuff we'll learn with inheritance. So I don't want you to worry about it now. We're just kind of looking through all of our, oh, two string, we know that. Zero blue. Wait, there was something about zero blue, right? We test zero blue called the zero blue method. And so here's zero blue. So what this is doing is, we're not going to talk about this, it just adds to the complexity, but basically there is a 2D array of pixel objects, capital P pixel like this. And the 2D array of pixel objects, each pixel has the colors attached to it, red, green, and blue. So this is getting all the pixels into this local two-dimensional array that we can tinker with. And here you can see it's using that for each loop, and it's saying, give me a whole row of pixels from the pixels two-dimensional array, and then in that row, give me one pixel object at a time. So good name, pixel object, for these pixel objects. And then for the pixel obj, I can set the blue to 0. So that yellow that we were seeing, it was wiping all the blue out. Do you see the blue here is 0? Everywhere we go, blue is now 0 because we went through and we zeroed the blue. We didn't touch red, we didn't touch green, but we have zeroed the blue. So, zeroing the blue, blah, blah, blah. Not sure what else I want to say about this. I think that's enough. Going back to this document, if you go back up to that UML diagram that we will talk about more later, that 2D array of pixels, we set the blue to be 0. You can see all the things you can do. So with each pixel that you get out of that 2D array, you can do any of these things. You can set the entire color, but you need a color object for that. Or you can just set individual red, green, or blue values. You can also get individual red, green, or blue values. So these are primarily, these first 6 are the ones you're going to use. You're going to use the getters and the setters for these pixel objects that come out of the array. So this is a pixel object that comes out of the array, and we can do things with it. So 2D array of pixels. Okay, so back to here. If I page down a little bit. 0 blue. So this was talking about the 0 blue. Here's the 0 blue. And now your job is to write 4 more methods. You don't have to actually skip the challenge. I wouldn't do that. It's just, it doesn't pay off very well. So I would do 3, 4, and 5. And I think that's what it said in the course materials, where now you're going to write a method called keep only blue. So if you go back to that code, you're going to see a lot of things set up. If you go to the tester and go all the way down to the main, so I'm in the tester, you're going to see here there's something that will test the keep only blue method. So if I uncomment that, then I have to see if I have a test keep only blue, and you see you don't, right? So what you can do is copy this to be test keep only blue, change this to be keep blue. Guess you can call it whatever you want. Test this to be keep blue, and then in the picture class you could copy this, paste it, and change it so that you were only keeping the blue this time instead of zeroing or turning the blue off. So think about, what does it mean to keep the blue? No. It means you, if you're going to keep the blue, you're going to zero the red and the green, but you're going to leave the blue alone. So see if you can do those with a friend. So these 3 have you kind of manipulate the pictures, and you're going to start seeing things like here with not these yet, not the imaging, but something like that when you're keeping, so the color changes are going to happen. Um, so have fun with it. It's a little cumbersome getting used to the layout of the programs, but remember you need a method in the object template that's going to keep the blue, and then in the tester you need a method that calls that. You could change this method, just change the names if you want, but then you'll no longer have this. So I think you guys will get it. You'll do fine. All right, have fun. Happy coding.